god. It's been a while since I last streamed, so it's gonna be a little weird to play while actually talking. Well, just had to reply to a quick phone call. Hoping the stream's actually working. I mean, it says it's live. Wait. I guess we'll just have to continue as we were. Hi. It's been a while since I last streamed, mostly because I had to take a small hiatus from streaming after things went down over here, but if there's a little bit of whirring in the background, don't worry, it's just the aircon because it's currently 33 degrees Celsius outside and everything is fine otherwise. But yeah, I think the last time I streamed was 2 weeks ago and I need to look back at what we did. Alright, from what I can see we were just having done the what's its name? The appendicitis operation. So we're going to continue right ahead with one of the weirdest episodes one could be able to say in this game. It's definitely one that has quite a bit of personality compared to the previous game. You'll see why now.
You wanted to see us?
Yes. I have a favor to ask of you two. Please, have a seat.
I don't like where this is headed.
Would you mind watching this video?
I feel like this whole episode is just one big parody.
In these times of skyrocketing medical costs, there remains a ray of hope for those in need. Only one doctor provides life-saving surgery free of charge.
I mean, shouldn't all healthcare be free and not have to depend on a TV program broadcasted nationwide to be able to get your healthcare?
This is Wish Come True Miracle Surgery. We're back again tonight to continue our surprising medical documentary.
Can't stand this guy.
Welcome to Wish Come True Miracle Surgery.
He's getting paid exclusively in royalties every single time he says the name of the show.
I'm your host, Guy Davidson. Tonight, we have a heart-wrenching story for you. Now, let's bring in our hospital's director, Dr. Leonardo Bello.
Hello, everyone, and good evening. My question for you tonight is, are you living healthy lives?
There's something about him that I don't trust. I don't know if it's the way he's, like the fact that the color of his is just turned up, or the weird smirk he has. There's something really weird about him.
Thanks for being with us, Leo. Let me compliment you on your work last week. It was inspirational.
Thanks, Guy. But it's the patient who's the true hero. I'm pleased to report that Mr. Ellis is well on the road to recovery.
I've heard of this show. It's on primetime TV,
They
right?
do show the gory bits in this show.
Yes. They agree to cover all the medical bills, and in return, they broadcast the entire procedure.
One other thing that makes me wonder if they do broadcast it live, because operations in real life do take about 3 to 4 hours minimum. And apparently the game audio is very loud again, so I'm just gonna lower it a little bit.
Ethically, I have some concerns about the show, but I hear it's rather popular.
Seems like a complete farce to me. So what does this have to do with
Hopefully
us?
the audio issues are fixed now.
Keep watching. You'll see.
By the way, Leo, you seemed a bit angry when you arrived at the studio today.
Actually, I was. Allow me to tell you why.
Is this a talk show or a surgery program? I can understand their attitudes.
As our viewers know, this program has brought to light many serious issues with our healthcare system. But I recently learned something even more disturbing. $300 million of our country's annual budget goes to Caduceus. Personally, that disgusts me. What's wrong with our medical administration? Where's the money going? I haven't heard any reports that would justify such an outrageous budget.
I think you're a little bit salty, little man.
Research only gets us so far. What about the thousands of patients who aren't receiving medical care?
I mean, he doesn't make a point, but I don't think blaming a big company or a big organization dedicated to actually researching and curing people and dissing them for taking so much of a country's budget, which is not even that much, to be honest. I don't think he should be telling off Caduceus, out of all people, or like just being angry at them when there are so many other things that are probably taking way more money out of people's pockets.
The future of this country's healthcare looks gloomy indeed.
I suspect the members of that organization are growing rich while the taxpayers are footing the bill. I doubt they're courageous enough to operate under the scrutiny of the public eye.
You said it, Leo. Please stay tuned. We'll introduce today's patient following the commercial break.
Advertising is more important than people's lives.
Say goodbye to your medical worries and hello to miracle surgery.
What was that all about? They don't have the slightest clue what we do here.
They've publicly tarnished our reputation. Obviously, their claims are completely unfounded.
Let them say what they want. They'll eat their words eventually.
I agree, but the higher-ups are outraged
So it was
about
the
it.
old ones who get mad.
We received orders from the Secretary of Health and Welfare to
I wonder
crush
if
them.
those were the exact words that they used, though, because that would have been very funny. Exactly my point.
Yes. They want someone to make an appearance on
Gee,
the
I
show.
wonder who it might be.
That's why you wanted to see us?
So you actually agreed to it? We had no choice. Besides, someone has to do it. We can't just pretend like it never happened.
I can't believe that you two will be appearing on Miracle
Oh,
Surgery.
Mr. Big Lesbian Daughter.
Well, I wouldn't bet on it. One of the conditions is that if we win, they take the show off the air.
That's it.
He's just- Oh my god.
With your skills, I highly doubt you'll lose.
I'm a little more skeptical. My, isn't that a little cold, Dr. Suji? Oh, don't get me wrong. I'll be rooting for you both. But with Leonardo Bello as your opponent, it won't be an easy victory.
You know him?
Yes, he was well known at the medical school I attended. It may seem like he's all talk, but he's a skilled doctor.
But thou.
In these times of skyrocketing medical costs, there remains a ray of hope for those in need. Only one doctor provides life-saving surgery free of
God, it's
charge.
so warm in here. I brought downstairs a glass of water that's much bigger than the size of my hand, and the ice I had in it's already melted.
This is Wish Come True.
Miracle surgery.
Miracle surgery. Good evening, folks. I'm your host, Guy
I want to kick
Davidson.
him a new face, honestly.
I'm sure you've all seen the previews for tonight's show. So, let me introduce our surprise guests. From Caduceus, one of our country's best-funded medical institutions. Please welcome Dr. Vaughn and Dr. Blaylock.
Good evening. It's nice to be here.
I don't know what it is about Marcus, but every single time he talks, he cracks me up.
Let's start off with a simple question. What made you decide to appear on this show?
Unfortunately, there have been a number of rumors perpetuated by this program. So, we're here to clear things up. Caduceus conducts useful research and provides unparalleled treatment. In fact, our research is the future of medicine.
My, you seem a bit defensive. What do you have to say in response, Dr. Bello?
It's not the future I'm concerned with, it's the present.
I mean, if you don't get people researching and developing medical techniques and tools that you can use in the future, then you would not have a present.
And if my criticism will force you to improve, then it will have served its purpose. Now, let the lesson begin.
That's our Leo, a straight shooter. Well then, let's introduce this evening's patient. Enrique Alvarez is suffering from a very troublesome tumor. And unfortunately, he also has complications with his heart and lungs. This has made operating on him difficult. And that is why he has come seeking help on this show. Mr. Alvarez, is there anything you'd like to say?
I'm incredibly grateful that this show has given me a chance to get some treatment. There were times when I got really down, but now I have hope. It's just that...
It's just...
I just wish it had been Dr. Bello operating on me.
I'm a fan of Dr. Bello, so I was hoping he was going to operate on me.
I'm sorry to hear that, Enrique, but there's no need to worry. If anything even slightly out of the ordinary happens, I'll take over. So please, let them proceed with the operation.
Really? Great! That makes me feel
Your
a
face
lot
doesn't
better.
say so, though.
Don't worry, Mr. Alvarez. You're in good hands.
Right, Enrique Alvarez. Multiple stomach tumors, possible heart and lung complications. Proceed with extreme caution.
This isn't exactly the place for it, but let's begin the briefing. Like the host said, the objective of this operation will be to extract tumors from the stomach. The patient also has arrhythmia, so we'll need to be careful.
Hopefully I won't punch the microphone this time around either.
Got it. We'll perform this operation flawlessly.
It's finally begun. The miraculous, life-changing operation is upon us.
One thing I wonder though, isn't it a little dangerous to operate while you have someone screaming in your ear?
Will they save the patient? Will they prove their skill and determination?
Will that guy ever shut up?
I mean... oh my god. Alright.
Just watch us. Start
Let's
the
see how it
operation.
goes then. I haven't played in 2 weeks. Over 2 weeks, so hopefully everything will go fine.
The abilities of Caduceus's best and brightest will soon be laid bare for all to see. Are they skilled surgeons or just government-funded slackers? We're all here to witness the truth.
Is he gonna shut up and let us operate?
They're one program in and they're already done.
Let's handle this like we always do, Val. Just concentrate on the patient.
He's right. Please begin the operation.
Here we
Go!
Are you ready for some surgery?
According to the
Hey, I think we've spotted something.
Ah!
Oh, let's get a close-up of this. That's a tumor
Oh,
right
no
there.
shit, Sherlock. Let's see if I can get them out of the way all at once.
Ah, they're about to extract it. They're going to cut it out.
There we go.
The tumor is being carried out on a stainless steel tray.
I feel like I'm playing with my sisters around here because he just won't stop talking. It's so hard to concentrate. Let's see, there's one tiny spot here. There we go.
His vitals aren't
Probably more
stabilizing.
tumors around here.
There must be another tumor. Let's take a look with the magnification tool.
Hey now, the Caduceus
Oh
team.
god.
What? Where's all this blood coming from?
Yeah. Alright.
From somewhere else.
What's this? Looks like they found something. They've discovered more tumors. Caduceus's true skill is
That takes care of one
What
tumor.
were you gonna say,
There
little
may
man?
be others.
Let's get this blood out of the way then. Careful.
The hemorrhaging isn't stopping. We need to treat all the tumors.
I think there was one around here. There we go. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. Let's see if I can get this out of the way. Oh, there we go. Let's get this one out as well. La-di-da-di-da. There we go. 1.
Are these tumors multiplying
Whoops.
somewhere?
We need to re-examine the areas we've
Sorry,
already treated.
totally skipped him. Oh my god. Oh no.
Hemorrhaging severe. Hand me the drain, please.
What? You must be kidding me. The drain's not working. Is it broken? Hurry and get it
Oh my
replaced.
god.
We'll manage
This
for
is
the time
the
being.
worst possible moment too. Come on, man.
Oh no, an equipment
Might
malfunction.
as well just
Get it together,
shut the
Caduceus.
fuck up for the love of God. Jeez. It's like trying to fight someone on
Here's a new
Facebook.
drain. Huh? The
Oh,
EKG
no.
is showing an irregularity. Doctor, fibrillation may occur. His heart's
Stop
fibrillating.
operating.
Stop operating.
Right? Oh god, are you kidding me?
Patient's undergoing. I'll get the defibrillator.
There's no
ready.
time.
It'll be faster if we do it by hand.
So jarring not to have a sound cue. There we go.
We have a pulse.
Talk about heart-pounding action. What a surprising turn of events. But this surgery isn't over yet.
Yeah, you wanna shut up for
This
the love of
surgery
God.
holds Mouth shut.
Oh my god. Ugh.
The bleeding won't stop until we take care of all these tumors.
No! Don't. Jeez. Stop! Oh my god! 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, please stop bleeding. Ah! I'm not letting this guy die.
Oh,
Shut up!
lost the tumor shadow.
Gee, I don't need anyone saying every single thing I do. That's what I am here for. Wrong tool. Ah! There we go. Alright, at least he's not bleeding to death anymore. I guess. That's good for him. Careful. God. 1, 2.
That blood is interfering with
Sorry.
the operation. They'll have to drain it before they can proceed.
Oh god, I'm running out of time. Ah. Oh, I know. Oh my god.
There's no sign of any other tumor.
Let's close them up and get this circus over.
There were some stumbles along the way, but it looks like our guests have safely finished the operation.
Wasn't thanks to you.
Just close them up and we'll be done.
How well did the surgeon's Caduceus perform, everyone? I'm anxious to hear Dr. Bellows' thoughts. We'll hear from him after the break.
Oh god, that was stressful. I usually do a lot better when I'm doing these kinds of things because tumors are usually not a problem for me. I don't know what happened. I mean, it's meant to be hard with this son of a whatever, just non-stop talking, so...
Well, Dr. Bello, how did they do?
First, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Alvarez on a successful operation. But as I suspected, I should have been the one to perform the procedure.
Big mouth.
What do you mean by that?
I would have been able to complete the operation in 3/4 the time, reducing the amount of bleeding.
Yeah, well, why don't you prove it to us then?
If this is the best they can do, then I'm rather
You can
disappointed.
eat my foot if you want to. Probably tastes better than all the things you're saying.
What?
Guy, why don't we settle this once and for all? Let's invite 2 patients with the same condition onto the show and do their surgeries simultaneously. Then the difference in skill will be obvious.
Leo, that's a fantastic
I suppose they
idea.
were probably cheering in the background, but because the sound effects are off, it didn't play.
Of course, it depends on whether or not our guest surgeons are up for the challenge.
Of course we are. We accept. We'll show you who's more talented.
You completely fell for their trap, Val.
Can you blame her though? Let's continue then, since we're here, I guess.
It's been a mess here because of your rash response, Valerie.
Welcome Andrea to the stream, by the way. I see you commented in there. Hope you're having lots of fun watching.
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me.
Aren't you being a little unfair? She didn't want to go on TV in the first place. It's not her fault this happened.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Now wait a minute. The situation is not as bad as it may seem. If they can win the competition, then we won't have anything to worry about. I have faith in them.
Why are we treating surgery like a competitive sport?
I'm sorry, Marcus, Valerie. I should have objected to this more strongly. I feel responsible for the entire
It's a little
situation.
bit late to be regretful though.
But now that it's come to this, I have to ask you to appear on the show one more time.
I mean, if they didn't, there will probably be no plot and no game.
I promise you, that will be the end of it.
We'll be alright. We'll finish this once and for all.
Take these artificial veins with you. The endothelialized cells are perfect for the operation. Ordinarily, they'd take a month to produce, but our technology lets us make them in 10 days. They're made of special material which is easy to suture with and prevents the formation of thrombi. We only recently gained approval to use them.
No lumps in your blood, lads.
I understand, Robert. Thanks.
Our patient is suffering from an aneurysm. Still, having these will be
Not an
reassuring.
aneurysm, please. Those are my least favorite.
I'm sorry, Valerie, but this is a good opportunity to sway public opinion in our favor.
Maybe so, but I'd rather be researching stigma.
I'll be presenting a report on that in the near future, incident.
Well then, Valerie, Marcus, good luck to you two.
Da 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 dum, bum ba dum bum.
The time has finally come. A moment of truth. For the first time on national television, not just one, but 2 operations will be broadcast live.
So it is live. Which means people are watching a 2-hour program non-stop of guts being opened.
Our very own Dr. Leonardo Bello will be competing against Team Caduceus. As we near the start of the competition, what's going through your head, Leo?
A beautiful operation is performed quickly, as I intend to demonstrate. I assure you, our viewers are in for quite a surprise.
Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen?
They're supposed to be
Don't go
cheering in the
anywhere.
background, I
You don't wanna
promise.
miss this. Now, let's check in with Team Caduceus. I must say, you look really determined today.
Our only concern is the welfare of the patient. Nothing more, nothing less.
We're calm and focused. We're concentrating on the procedure, not worrying about the competition.
It seems Team Caduceus has their eye on the ball. Anyway, I hope they'll perform an amazing operation for us.
That should make things more in context.
Each of today's patients suffers from aneurysms in their large intestine.
I'll just turn the sound effects off when the operation actually begins, so it's not annoying.
This is an unprecedented opportunity to see America's best doctors live in action. Even though our patients are in good hands, we do have an emergency team on standby. However, I doubt they'll be needed.
Better.
Well, the time has come. Teams, please prep for surgery.
See, I told you there is actually cheering. It's just turned off. Because all the sound effects are grouped into one thing. It's really weird. Alright, Meredith Stevens. She's a very tiny woman. Aneurysms on the large intestine. Because of their size, anastomosis of synthetic blood vessels is needed once they've been treated.
Well, let's begin the conference. This will be an operation on an aneurysm, so the basic treatment will be to excise the bulge.
Please don't say that word.
But according to the diagnosis, there seems to be another aneurysm lurking
Probably
there
more
too.
than two, knowing these people.
Let's use this opportunity to implant the synthetic vein while dealing with the aneurysms.
I really don't like aneurysms.
Got it. Are you okay, Val?
Yes, I'm fine. Concentrate. Stay calm.
This amazing, unprecedented surgical showdown begins now. Who will reign supreme? You can't let your eyes miss even the slightest moment of this competition.
This guy isn't helping,
No,
is
he's
he?
not.
Stay calm, everyone. Let's start
Let's
the
try and
operation.
not get stage fright.
Well, here we go. Let's all do our best.
There we go. Alright, let's hope everything goes well, but...
I'm confirming the presence of an aneurysm. It's possible that another may form where we're not looking, so be careful. Please inject the sedative into the bulge. The sedative has taken effect. Now, you please use the forceps to
Whoops.
pull one end. Now
Excuse me.
suture the vein. Looks good. But there are indications that another aneurysm may develop. Continue with the operation, doctor. But be careful.
Oh god.
What? This aneurysm. It's huge. Still, the procedure to extract it will be the same as with any normal aneurysm. First, inject the sedative. The sedative won't last long since it's so big. The aneurysm has been excised. Please take care of the blood has been drained. Next, we'll reconnect the blood vessel using the synthetic vein. Place the synthetic vein between the ends of the real vein. Twist your hand to find the right
What the
angle.
Wiimote was made for. There we go.
Now, suture the veins to the... Now suture the other end the same way. The treatment of the large aneurysm is now complete.
Here we go.
Whoa, did you see that? That was amazing, Dr. Bello.
Up.
There's a lot of cheering going on from that side. What's happening over there?
Must be that surprise he mentioned. Just
Here we go.
Stay focused. Concentrate.
Here it is.
There seems to be an aneurysm outside of our
There we
view.
go. Let's
Use the magnification tool and treat it.
inject them first. And just stop these from growing too much. As long as they are excised, it should be fine. Don't.
The sedative is worn off. Please give the patient another injection.
There we go.
An aneurysm burst. Drain the blood and treat it.
This is what I mean. They just explode out of nowhere and it lowers the vitals so much. And there we go. Please. Please. There we go. Let's get these two done then. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, alright.
Please, hurry up and treat it.
Oh god, alright. Just gotta try and stay calm. No!
Doctor, inject the sedative direct. The sedative's worn off. Please inject some more.
This one is gonna burst. Please don't. Jeez. Don't. Oh god. Alright, is that wasn't alright. That's all. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. Oh god. Oh god. This is giving me
Doctor, the
killer
synthetic
anxiety.
needs to go between the ends of the real vein.
Stop!
The angle isn't right. Twist your wrist
Just
to line it
gonna
up.
deal with this one first then. It's another twisted one.
More blood is obscuring the operation. Please drain it.
Trying, Elena. Alright, maybe it wasn't a good idea to just leave this one to bleed. Stop doing that, please. Alright, let's just juice him up. Oh god.
Vitals are stable. Please close up the patient.
There we go. Oh god, I don't ever want to deal with aneurysms again.
We're done with the operation. Great work, team.
Well, that wasn't fun. I didn't even get any bonuses because of how badly I did. That's fine, I'm just glad I got it out of the way.
Well, congratulations on a successful procedure. That was fantastic work.
Thank you. I'm glad it went smoothly.
I too am relieved that you were able to complete the operation. But you had me worried there for a while, since it was taking so long.
Shut up. Oh god.
Dr. Bello, you're already finished? That can't be. We completed our operation so fast.
Let's take a moment to review some highlights from Dr. Bello's operation.
Oh, that son of a bitch! That motherfucker!
He has the healing touch.
Well, that explains a lot of things. Why he's so cocky about everything.
Incredible.
That's my trademark. I have the ability to block out all distractions. I wanted to serve a piece of humble pie to all those arrogant doctors out there.
Very impressive. Now, the judging is underway backstage by an independent medical panel. Who will emerge victorious from this historic battle?
Oh gee, I cannot wait to find out who wins.
We're leaving, Valerie.
But
We're in hostile territory. There's no reason for us to stick around, no matter what the results are. Let's not give them another opportunity to criticize us.
He is making a good point though.
you're right, Marcus. Let's go.
The results are in. The doctors selected as America's finest, is Dr. Leonardo Bello!
To the surprise of absolutely fucking no one. Oh my god. Well, at least this is the last episode in this chapter thingy.
Elena, you forgot to sterilize operating room 3.
I say Elena and Leslie are dating. 100% canon. You can't fight me on this.
Oh, sorry. I'll do it right away. Jeez, what's gotten into you? I know you're upset about losing the competition, but you have to get over it. You're bringing everyone down. Where are the doctors? The director asked to see them. Yikes, that doesn't sound good.
In these times of skyrocketing medical costs, there remains a ray of hope for those in need. Only one doctor provides life-saving surgery free of charge. This is Wish Come True.
Miracle surgery.
Surgery.
How can you stand to watch that?
I'm not watching it because I want to.
Is it your penance for the fiasco?
Please love yourself, Mrs. Quattro.
The Secretary of Health and Welfare is furious, but that's to be expected. However, no one is blaming you two, since you performed a flawless operation. I called you here for another reason. Take a look at this.
A letter?
How old-fashioned.
In a time of emails, who even knows what kind of communications they have at that point. Even though they do use paging still, but...
Dear Caduceus staff, congratulations on your recent appearance on Miracle Surgery. Seeing you perform that operation on national television really inspired me. That's why I believe it's now my turn to make an appearance.
I like the way that he really gets like the prosody right, like the voice actor in this particular sentence.
Is this guy a doctor trying to promote himself? Or is this another challenge?
Keep reading, it gets worse.
Keep reading. I'm afraid it's more serious.
Almost.
What you encountered at Concordia was care, the hand. And in Maryland you received soma, the body. But now I shall reveal Ops, the eye, for the entire country to witness. I assure you it will be something to behold. The miracle of modern times. Stigma.
Uh-oh.
He knows about stigma?
It appears so. That's why I couldn't just ignore this.
Is he the one who created it? Is he the one who kidnapped Professor Wilkins?
We've contacted the producers of Miracle Surgery, but they're not taking the threat seriously.
Now, the affected area is about to be exposed.
There's so much of an innuendo in this, in the way they talk in this program. Maybe it's just me though.
Wait, this isn't an ulcer? What is this? I just need to use my healing
One of my
touch.
favorite game sprites is coming up, by the way.
No! I can't keep up with it!
It's a new type of
And
stigma.
he has no idea how to fight it.
Bello can't handle this. Even with his skills, he doesn't know how to deal with it.
Let's go, Marcus. Ma'am, please contact the studio and order them to suspend the operation immediately. Elena's coming with us.
It's fucking...
What is this focus?
I'm sorry, I just cannot deal with his face. It's just so funny.
My healing touch.
It gets even funnier though.
Touch.
Here it comes.
Leo? Leo,
Here
are
it
you all right?
comes. Wait for it.
Can't. Any.
Oh god. This is how I feel after exams.
Leo! Leo!
It's only used for one sentence. I think it's a huge bummer because it's an absolutely fantastic sprite.
yourself together. You have to finish the operation.
Oh boy, what shall we even do considering you apparently had an emergency team before?
Step aside. We'll complete the operation.
He pushed himself too hard. I guess he doesn't know his own limit. Make sure you take good care of him.
I love this music. Samantha Young. New strain of stigma. Ops is present and must be eliminated. Video footage is currently under review.
The patient's already been opened up, but her vitals are stable. Whoever wrote that letter called this stigma ops, which means eye or something, right?
I do see something that looks like an eye, but I have no idea what its function is.
I cannot remember how this one looks
Did you
like.
notice
Looks
anything while Dr. Bello was operating?
There was some sort of reaction at the core, but it seemed like it needed energy.
Oh, I think I can kind of recall how this one works.
I haven't seen anything like it before.
So the key to this operation is to not activate the core.
You have to be really careful about this one because it is very finicky, and if you do not pay attention, like how it has happened before with me, you can lose very easily.
Team Caduceus has suddenly burst into the operating room here at
The
Miracle
only thing I
Surgery.
want to do right now with this guy is to shove the microphone up his ass. Or the mouth by default, because, I mean, in any case, in both ends, shit comes out.
Will they save face from their defeat the other day? Will they get their revenge on Dr. Bello? There's only one thing we can do. We have to pray that they can perform a miracle.
Revenge has nothing to do with this. We're here because there's a patient in need.
That's right. This is what Caduceus does.
I love the lack of energy when she's spoken that.
Ready to begin the operation?
Alright, let's do this then.
Team Caduceus
this
is
son's a
about to
bitch.
take over the operation that struck down even our own Dr. Leonardo Bello.
That stupid announcer lost his cool for a minute, but it looks like he's back to his annoying self.
This is a new strain of stigma. Please, be careful. So this is ops.
The tissue covers a wide area, but we should focus on removing the central core.
We should be able to burn it with the laser. Let's begin.
It discharged. There are no problems with the drain this time. Keep it up. The laser's working. Keep using it. It's releasing something larger. The discharge
Nope.
has been incinerated. Continue the treatment.
Oh no! A mystery tumor. The patient's vitals suddenly dropped. What's going on?
We have an analysis report from the lab. The material being discharged from the ends are nutrients. If these nutrients reach the core, it will activate and cause severe damage to the nervous system.
Oops.
We have to eliminate the discharges before they reach Ops' core.
Everyone watching at home, I implore you to pray for the patient
Pray?
and these young
That's
doctors.
not really helping, is it? No offense, of course. Oh god.
Caduceus, the eye split up.
Oh god. Oh no. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh god. Oh no. Alright. Doing good, you're doing good. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
The core's activation caused the tumor to burst.
It's wreaking havoc on the patient's vitals. Concentrate on treating the tumors first.
What in the world just
I
happened?
know!
The core's activation caused the... It's wreaking havoc on the patient's vitals. Concentrate on treating the tumors first.
Come on.
The core has been incinerated. Now,
Oh
for the
god.
next
I
one.
thought the game had stopped for a second. Oh god. There we go.
Core has been incinerated.
Awesome! Marvelous! Fantastic!
Team Caduceus has successfully driven out the unknown pathogen.
There we go.
It's over.
Wow, we must have put on one hell of a show.
I'm glad we were able to save this person.
Please put your hands together for the heroes who saved another precious life on Miracle Surgery.
God. Well, at least I got the time bonus. Oh! Alright, I'll take that.
It's a miracle, folks! We've just witnessed a true miracle! 2 new stars have been born right before our very...
Give me that mic.
Enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you saw today is a new intractable disease known as stigma.
I gotta say, I do love this particular illustration, not only because Valerie is the one speaking in national television all about this whole stigma business and just being right in the center, like the baddest lady as she is, but the fact that just Mark is just smirking in the background like, hell yeah, you go girl, this is absolutely perfect. And 10 out of 10 desktop background material, by the way.
It's a serious disease that's still a mystery to us. But Caduceus has been researching potential countermeasures. And because of that, we were able to save this patient's life. That's part of our mission at Caduceus. I think it's important for the public to understand what our organization is all about. I believe that those of us in the medical field have 2 major responsibilities. One is to help patients with existing conditions. The other is to arm ourselves against new diseases that may arise. So in other words, Caduceus is fighting for all of our futures.
Valerie, why don't you start wrapping up?
Every doctor is a part of this fight, so please,
She is not wrapping it up.
consult your local physician if you experience any unusual symptoms. And if necessary, feel free to contact us as
Oh,
well.
this is gonna be the last program tonight. Good night.
That's all I have to say. We at Caduceus hope to continue serving you. Oh, and by the way, this will be the last episode of Miracle
Good night.
Surgery. Good night.
Hell yeah. That's all, Valerie. Now, the episode we're about to begin is probably my least favorite one of the entire game, though. Not only because of the way it's structured, but the stuff that goes on in it is not... It's important, but for me it's not particularly exciting. It is very, very important plot-wise, though, yeah, it does get more interesting as it gets on. Like, here's where, like, the midpoint. But I think we have 2 chapters left. Like 2 full, like, it's 5, 6, and 7, so it's 3. Bad at math.
This is Mr. Nilsson, the president.
I have
of
forgotten
Humana.
about this particular one.
Nice to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. I saw you at Miracle Surgery. The 2 of you are quite talented. As a leader in the field of medicine, I was deeply moved by your speech.
You're giving us more credit than we deserve. We couldn't have done it without Cynthia and Isabella's help.
Oh, don't be silly. It is we who are indebted to you. Because of your television appearance, our products have gained greater exposure.
So, are you here to show us your latest product?
No, nothing of the sort. I stopped by simply to express my gratitude. Are there any hockey fans in the room?
Cricket sounds?
How do box seats sound? Nice check. We have to get back on the offensive. We can't let them dominate the park.
He is having the time of his life, by far. I like how he's still wearing the suit and tie, even in the middle of a hockey game.
Being from Alaska, you must be a Poohcox fan, huh, Dr. Vaughn?
Actually, I was only there for a brief stint, so
Care for some crab cakes? They're a specialty here.
I'll pass. Thanks, though.
Valerie, Elena, how about you two?
Sure, I'll try one. Thanks.
Oh, they look delicious. Thank
She's so
you.
sweet.
I heard you all worked for Concordia in LA before you came here. You must be worried about Professor Wilkins.
We were transferred to Caduceus because of that incident. Unfortunately, he's still missing.
Has there been any progress in the investigation?
They believe the professor's disappearance is related to stigma.
That letter we received was pretty creepy. Who was it from? The FBI is trying to find out, but so far no clues.
He taunted us with his pathetic dribble. Even a chimpanzee could write a better letter.
A chimpanzee, huh? That's rather harsh. Oh, no! Not another offsides! Cynthia, please do whatever you can to assist our associates with their stigma research.
Yes, sir.
That was brutal. Did you see that? He hit him so hard his stick broke!
That's gonna hurt.
Who was that? It wasn't the hammer, was it?
Sounds like he's groaning.
Yeah, looks like he hurt his elbow.
I can't just sit here. I have to do something. Dr. Vaughn, Dr. Blaylock, would you come with me, please?
Where are we going?
Why do they keep being dragged into all of these places?
The promoter is a friend of mine. I'd like to introduce you to him. He'd be thrilled to meet two of our country's finest doctors.
I mean, it does make sense that he is fucking nicknamed the Hammer. Oh my god, I hate this. Oh god, it's even... Alright, I gotta concentrate in the game. Fucking... The name of the patient is Thor Gunderson. Or Thor Gunderson, if you want to, if you please. For an object penetrating the arm must be extracted and the torn ligament will require suturing.
Our patient, Mr. Gunderson, seems quite agitated. He said that he'll let us decide whether to use a general or a local anesthetic.
I wonder if our anesthetic will even affect him if he's that worked up.
Perhaps you could try using this.
Take this!
It's a powerful new anesthetic our company developed. It has a much smaller risk of side effects and allergic reactions than others currently on the market.
Is this anesthesia still being tested?
Oh heavens, no.
Good heavens, no. It's already been approved. It just hasn't been used much yet, so it's not very well known. I'd be thankful if it attracted some attention after being used on a sports celebrity like this.
Now that I think of it, this Thor person's arm is probably a lot beefier than on the graph in there. Just a random thought though.
Well then, we'll try out the anesthetic from your company. About the patient. His elbow ligament is torn, and a fragment of a hockey stick is lodged in his biceps brachii.
It's a wonder that he doesn't seem to be in much pain.
Probably in
Like
shock
that.
though.
The objectives in this operation are to reconnect the ligaments and remove the fragment.
I'm counting on you all.
Oh god. I cannot take stuff like this seriously, I'm sorry.
Begin the operation.
It's a cool operation though. I like this one particularly.
Let's begin the procedure. The anesthesia seems to be working well. Please begin by treating the external wounds.
Pretty standard.
All external wounds have been treated. Next, we need to make an incision and treat the torn ligaments in his elbow.
The ligament's completely torn,
Looks a bit nasty.
and that stick fragment's embedded pretty deep.
It's completely penetrated the muscle, so we need to extract it carefully.
In order to treat the ligament, we will first connect the torn ligaments with the forceps and then suture them together. Keep that in mind during the
I
operation.
remember doing this operation with my older sister back when she played video games with me, And of course, we were way younger than we are now. We would get so frustrated with this operation. You'll see later on why.
Alright, please continue with the operation. Take note of the direction the fragment is embedded in. Pull it out and place it at the stick fragment. Huh? What's going...
What would cause this sudden convulsing?
I don't know. There wasn't anything in his charts that would have suggested this. But we don't have a choice. We have to continue. Just be careful. We'll have to wait for the muscle to stop convulsing before we can... The ligaments need to be connected.
Yes! Just gonna wait for the shaking to revise.
Let's wait until the convulsing subsides.
Subsides, I'm sorry.
Those convulsions were really strong. Temporarily help. You've connected a ligament. You're doing great. You're almost... You've connected all the torn ligaments. Now please suture the connected area.
This is why it's so frustrating, because if you're not careful,
you can't continue the treatment while the muscles convulse.
the ligaments will tear again.
So
Halt
temporarily halt the procedure if you notice any spasms.
I think you have to do it all at the same time as well. I never managed to figure out how to get them all together on one go. Seems random to me. There we go.
This ligament has been treated. Let's move on to the others.
Oops, wrong tool.
Two ligaments have been sutured. We're almost done.
Temporarily hold the procedure. This is just ingrained into my mind.
The stick fragment has been removed, and the wound it created has been
Because
treated.
my older sister and I, of course, we were a lot tinier and we weren't as coordinated with our hands as we are now. We would never be able to suture these ligaments in time before the muscle started convulsing, so they would tear every single time. It was so frustrating.
It seems the patient's convulsions have
Just in time.
subsided. So let's try to finish up here.
Thank God, just when we were done too.
Okay, let's close him up.
I wish they would do more unique operations like this.
I'll make a note about the muscle spasms that occurred during the operation, and we should receive a more detailed report from the lab in the
I
next
know that
few
in
days.
Trauma Center Under the Knife 2, they do get a lot more creative with the operations, and probably in Trauma Team, but those games were not released here in Europe.
Could the convulsions have been caused by the new anesthetic?
We can't rule out anything at this point.
Well, we're finished here. Nice job.
No special bonuses for me, apparently. That's fine. I can live.
It'll take about 6 months for you to fully recover. Your elbow was in pretty bad shape.
That's a very, very, very fancy hospital room.
I'm sure you'll heal fast, though, Mr. Thor the Hammer Gunderson.
6 months?
Why? Why does it look like that Street Fighter character? Why is his hair like that? Why?
I'll miss the rest of the season.
Are you experiencing any discomfort? Do you have any numbness from the anesthesia?
Well, my elbow's all jacked
For
up.
lack of a better word.
But other than that, I feel great.
You feel great.
Yeah, I beat the snot out of Woodman in my dreams. Wait till I get my hands on him for real.
For real?
It's gonna be DOA.
We should report this to President Nilsson. He should know that there's a high probability the new anesthesia may not work if the patient's excited.
This is where things get a little weird. Let's go then.
After careful analysis, we have discovered two unique characteristics
This is
of stem
important plot, by the way.
First, its genetic information is stored in a film-like architecture. That alone differentiates it from organisms such as ourselves, whose genetic code is stored in chains.
So it's like a two-dimensional barcode then?
never really managed to figure out what they mean with this whole film-like DNA bit, though.
As opposed to a regular barcode, which only stores information linearly?
The other unique characteristic is that it requires a special type of metal for growth. It only requires a minuscule amount, but without it, Stigma cannot survive. I wish I could say the discovery was mine, but it's Cynthia who deserves the credit. It was her keen insight that led to the breakthrough.
And exactly what type of metal are you referring to?
Oh, I beg your pardon. It's a rare alloy known as collurium. It has attracted considerable attention as of late.
That explains it.
Explains what, Marcus?
Oh, nothing. I was just surprised to hear that,
He
that's all.
knows too much.
Collurium is used in various fields, but primarily the medical industry. Although it's only been in use for 10 years, there are already numerous applications. Electrodes, as an ingredient in medicine, the synthetic heme for artificial blood.
This is important, by the way, because it's all to do with medical stuff for people who have needed operations.
It's used in cutting-edge medical technology, to be certain.
I can't believe Kanai is missing an important conference like this. If it was me who wasn't here, I'd never hear the end of it.
Don't be mean to her.
No, I'm being paged. If you'll excuse me, ma'am. Let's go, Val.
I'll fill you in later on anything important.
But it's
we
Dr.
miss.
Everett that has to stay to listen.
What's the situation, Elena?
There's been an accident.
Oh, I remember now.
I think one of the patients is Dr. Tsuji.
What? Kanai?
One of the two patients being transferred here is in serious condition. He sustained multiple injuries and will probably require an emergency operation. I'm sorry. I can't believe my stupid cousin.
It's all right, Kanai. Just take it easy.
This poor woman.
Seems like you may have sprained your neck. Let's have Dr. Everett take a look.
I'm sorry, Marcus. I should be the one operating on my
What is
cousin.
this if you don't have any familial connections with them, though?
What are you talking about? Look at the condition you're in.
I said some harsh things to Kashiro this morning, so he must have been distracted, and it's all my fault.
Don't worry, your cousin will be fine. It's unlike you to fall apart at the seams.
Yeah, you're right. Marcus, Valerie, take good care of Kashiro for me, alright?
Koshiro Tsuji. Heavy damage to the liver and hemorrhaging in the abdominal cavity. Proceed with caution. I remember this one being a particularly difficult one.
The patient is a 31-year-old Asian male who was injured in a car accident. He sustained several internal injuries, including a burst liver.
That's gotta fucking hurt.
And we suspect he has a massive amount of internal bleeding.
We won't know for sure until we take a look inside. But depending on the patient's condition, we may need to focus on keeping his vitals up first.
I agree. We should treat the area and stop the hemorrhaging. Then we can wait and see what happens.
The objective of this operation is to treat the damaged liver. Let's do our best.
The difficulty in this one, if I am not mistaken, is the fact that the patient will start bleeding very easily.
Beginning the operation.
Once again, though, I haven't played this one in a long time.
Let's begin the procedure. As I explained before, we expect there to be large amounts of hemorrhaging inside his body cavity. Be aware of the patient's vitals at all times during the operation. Okay, please open him up.
Cause I'm probably gonna need it to just get his vitals up. Slowly.
As we expected, the hemorrhaging is quite severe. First, let's drain this blood and assess
Probably
the
would have been a
situation.
better idea to use Marcus and his healing touch to be able to get all of this patch fixed. And of course,
Patient's undergoing cardiac arrest. I'll ready the defibrillator.
hang on, this is gonna get annoying.
We have a pulse. this condition, he won't last very long if we continue.
You're right. We should wait until he's recovered a bit before we begin the main procedure. Let's treat the bleeding and the less severe injuries to control the damage. We'll also seal the injuries to the liver with synthetic membranes to keep it from getting worse.
Okay. Begin by this injury appears to be causing the severe hemorrhaging.
shit.
Let's seal it if there's this much hemorrhaging. The injuries to his liver. Let's get the less severe injuries under control. Let's treat the other. We have to keep an eye on his. There's an irregularity on the EKG. Doctor, please be careful. Luckily, the heart didn't begin fibrillation.
Just
Please pay close
shut
attention.
these
It's
bad boys
hemorrhaging
up.
again. Drain the blood and apply a synthetic membrane. We're done treating the lesser injuries. The EKG is showing an irregularity. Monitor his pulse. If the heart begins to fibrillate, please discontinue the procedure until it stops.
I'm just gonna wait for the bleeding to come back fully so I can just do it all in one go.
His heart is
Wait a
fibrillating.
second.
The patient's undergoing cardiac arrest. Use the defibrillator to resuscitate him.
Alley-oop. And oh. There we go.
We have a pulse. Please keep an eye on his vitals as well.
Let's do our
Slowly
best.
sealing it will reduce the hemorrhaging. You're halfway done, Doctor. We're almost there. The hemorrhage. Let's secure the membrane. Use the injury has been completely sealed by the synthetic
It was
membranes.
a lot better to just wait for a little second.
Close him up for now. We'll treat the rest of his injuries at another time.
Well, that went a lot better than I expected it to. Which is, the problem is,
Please close
if you're
him
not
up.
patient, he will bleed all over the synthetic membrane, therefore unsticking it.
Let's wait for the patient's condition to improve before we continue treating him. Great work, everyone.
So in some way, that was a lot better than I expected it to. See? No mistakes, max chain of at least 25, members fell under 12 times because they didn't fall a single time, of course.
There was severe bleeding, so we had to pack the liver.
It's possible he'll need another operation. We'll have to monitor his progress. It was fortunate that Kanae didn't sustain any serious injuries. From what Justin told me, it won't be long before she can return to work.
I hope she isn't straining herself.
And also, I received a call from the FBI regarding Professor Wilkins' case.
Any leads?
They want to run background checks on all the professor's personal and professional contacts. They must be feeling the heat now that the public knows about stigma. I'm concerned, though, about how the kidnappers may react. Well, hopefully they'll be behind bars
Oh,
soon.
honey, you have no idea. What time is it even? Oh my god. Well, I did start streaming a little late, so I guess it doesn't make sense that it's almost 8:30 in the evening for me. So I'm gonna have to leave it here then, because we are going to begin the part of the chapter that is kind of a different plot line. Hopefully I'll be able to continue soon enough, like maybe tomorrow, but I cannot promise anything considering last time I was saying I would stream on Sundays and then I proceeded to disappear for almost 3 weeks. But this part is important. So it is interesting though. It's not very difficult except for the very last part of the episode. But I'm not gonna spoil anything. But I appreciate you coming over to the stream and watching and staying with me for almost 1 hour and 15 minutes. Probably gonna be editing the footage afterwards when it's uploaded and everything. But appreciate you coming in, leaving comments, being here to watch, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Please make sure to drink water, because it's very warm outside right now, unless you're in the southern hemisphere, of course. Not that it matters, but yeah. Thank you very much for sticking around, and I hope you're looking forward to the next stream. I will be announcing it. I will be announcing hopefully with a little more time when I will be streaming, but there's nothing stopping me from streaming tomorrow. Now that I'm done with all of the uni things. Thank you so much again.